Coming on to the topic, what are we saying? Cross product. See, cross product of vectors, I have told you a way to solve it, right? Now, there is a shortcut and this is determinant method. Okay. By this method also, you can solve the cross product of two vectors. Suppose vector A is A1 I cap, A2 j cap and A3 k cap, and vector B is B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. Right. Now see, determinant. Determinant is a tool that is used in mathematics. It's a mathematical tool and we use this tool to solve the cross product of two vectors. Okay, so how to do it? We will say that A cross B will be, this is a symbol of determinant, right? Now I, J and K are there. There are two things, I hope you know it, you must have read it in chemistry. Vertical lines are known as columns and horizontal are known as rows. Okay, so we will form three columns here. I cap, J cap, K cap. Under I cap, please write the coefficients of I cap. Under J cap, write coefficients of J cap. And under K cap, write the coefficients of K cap. Okay? First step. Second, see how you have to multiply. How we write? We write from left to right. Yes, in English. We write from left to right. So here also, we will move from left to right. So first, we will cover the left column. I cap column. Cover it with your hand. Okay. And which column you are covering? You are covering the column of I cap. So write down I cap. Okay, this is covered. Now we will move from the bottommost right. Bottommost right. This is the element in the bottom and in the right it is B3. Okay. Cross multiply B3. So B3 into A2. Diagonal multiplication. B3 A2. Put a minus sign. Then B2 A3. Diagonal multiplication. Fine. B2 A3. Okay. Now, moving on, cover the J column. Okay. And put a minus sign with J cap. Why? It's a procedure, maths. Plus, minus, plus. In this order we go. Okay. So J cap we have covered. Now, B3A1. Okay, so B3A1 minus B1A3. Okay, right? Plus minus plus. So plus. Now cover K cap. B2A1 plus K cap, B2A1 minus B1A2. That's your answer. The same answer you can match it. So, by the use of determinant method, things become very easy. Understood or not? How to solve it? Then solve one or two questions and then move on. Let's move on to forces. Done? Noted? Shocking? Was the paper out of context?
Sir, what is the meaning of word math?
You understand Hindi?
Yes, sir.
मतलब कोई रेलेवेंस नहीं था उसका, का जो क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं वो मतलब बिना सिर पैर के थे।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will convey your message to Raja sir. The students were saying that the paper that you sent was without head and tail.
ये तो आपने चार क्वेश्चन सर
But the questions are good. That I am seeing the three questions that you showed.
ये जैसे जो हमारा जो पढ़ा हुआ टॉपिक है उसके डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन है और इररिलेवेंट दो कैटेगरीज तो ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन था ये रेलेवेंट भी था
Anyway, I hope you have noted it down. Next, solve this question. This is very relevant. So you have to find a unit vector perpendicular to A. And what is A? It is 2I plus 3J plus K cap and B. I minus J plus K. Now, if this question would have come, without the heading of cross product, then it would have been confusing for you to understand that what to do here. Because nowhere cross product is mentioned. So such questions become out of context, I understand, but they require conceptual clarity.
वो ऐसे नहीं कि
I get your point here. Nobel Prize question is irrelevant.
और एक और वो भी था
Axiom, hypothesis.
That is important. Axiom hypothesis is important.
मीनिंग
You don't know the meaning.
मतलब मीन आंख बन गया था मुझसे बट तब
Do this. Yes, what is the answer? Shocking. Sharmukha, Avni, anyone answer? Reshma? No one is able to give an answer. Surbi, 4 I cap, then?
हाँ 4 आ गया so minus
And your answer is wrong.
वही तो
Sir, sir,
Yeah, Sheetal.
minus I cap plus J cap plus K cap upon root 3.
Your answer is also wrong. Reshma, correct.
Sir,
Yeah. Shocking.
sir, 4I cap minus J cap minus 5J cap divided by root 42.
Absolutely good. Good Reshma, good Shocking.
सर अभी रुक जाओ
This is the second time I have given this question. Still you guys are not able to solve, huh? Ikra, why did you miss yesterday's class? Don't miss the class, dear.
सर आंसर भी बताओ
Yeah, you tell me.
सर 4 I cap minus 1 J cap minus 5 K cap upon 40 और root 40
Very good. Ram, Zoya, Gauranshi. So Gauranshi, chemistry is your favorite subject.
हाँ सर केमिस्ट्री बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं इंटरेस्ट है
केमिस्ट्री बायो ऐसे जैसे 90% थोड़ा फिजिक्स में प्रॉब्लम होती है
Yours is physics, right?
मुझे सब पसंद है
Wow.
ऐसे प्रॉब्लम नहीं है केमिस्ट्री में ऑर्गेनिक
हाँ, मुझे
कभी
केमिस्ट्री में ऑर्गेनिक में प्रॉब्लम
कहीं पे हो जाता
एक
है
ऐसा नहीं कि अनइंटरेस्टेड मतलब वो हो जाता है बट इंटरेस्ट है बट
सर सब्जेक्ट तीनों बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है बट कोई कोई टॉपिक है ऐसे जो वीक है जिनमें से प्रॉब्लम
हाँ तो फिर
Shocking. Which subject is your favorite?
So the subject in which I got maximum marks, that will become my favorite.
Good, good. So no one has favoritism for physics, huh?
मेरा है मतलब मुझे बचपन में एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना था तो मुझे लगा ठीक है मैं physics
फिर क्या हुआ?
फिर मुझे रियलाइज हुआ मेरी मैथ्स अच्छी नहीं है
That times.
तो बेसिकली मैथ्स अच्छी है इसमें बायोलॉजी
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है मतलब मेरा एप्टीट्यूड नहीं है फॉर मैथ्स तो आई थॉट मुझे वो सब्जेक्ट चूज करना चाहिए जिसमें मैं कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाऊँ बट आई नो आई कांट कंट्रीब्यूट इन फिजिक्स
Yes or no? If we will do cross product of two vectors, a third vector will be formed. What will be this third vector? It will be what are they asking you? Please read the question. What are they asking you? First of all, did you understand the question? What were they asking you, Ram? Unit vector. So how will you find unit vector when two vectors are given? Yes, $1,000,000 question. How will you find a unit vector when two vectors are given? And it is saying unit vector perpendicular to A and B. That's the entire thing. You have to find a unit vector that is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. So how to tackle it? I have told you that when we do cross product, so the resultant that we obtain, this resultant is perpendicular to the plane containing both the vectors. Yes or no? And which thing gives the direction? This unit vector gives the direction. Yes or no? It tells us that the resultant that you have got, it is in this particular direction or in that particular direction. So basically they want you to find this neta cap. To find this neta cap, getting my point or no? It is perpendicular. Yes or no? Okay. So how to find neta cap? What we can do is, if I divide C vector by its magnitude, I will get the unit vector which will give me the direction. I will get a unit vector that will give me the direction. That's what is asked. How will I get C vector? I can obtain C vector by doing cross product of A and B. So do the cross product of A and B and divide it with the magnitude of it. So tell me what is cross product of A and B.
4 I cap minus j cap minus 5 b cap.
Do it you all also. Hello. Done.
सर मेरा दूसरा आ रहा है तो राइट करना
कैसे दूसरा है? 3 minus 1
minus 2
2. Okay. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 minus j cap. Okay. And then hide this. So 2 minus 3 minus k cap. Okay. Minus j cap minus k cap. Have you copied it wrong? 2i plus 3j plus k. You are doing right multiplication.
सर मेरा भी यही आंसर आ रहा है
हाँ हम दोनों का सही है. आपका कैसे है दिखाएं?
तो minus 5 ही होगा
Hey, hello.
माइनस है यहाँ पे सर यहाँ पे माइनस है
Yeah, you have written it wrong. See, 3 and minus 1 and minus minus will become plus. 2i plus 3j plus k cap and I minus j. You have noted it wrong. That's what I am saying. Ram, got it or not? So vector C comes out to be how much?
4i cap minus j minus 5
And it's take its magnitude, that is 4 square plus 1 square plus 5 square. So it will be 4i cap minus j cap minus 5 k cap. 16 plus 25, 41 plus 1 under root 42. Clear? So this is your unit vector. Okay, so I was talking about when we were offline, I was talking about the, do you know that what research people submitted, 3 scientists, they have submitted a research and they got Nobel Prize for it this year in physics. Anyone knows what the research is? What is the research paper about? Okay, it's about quantum physics. Okay. So Niels Bohr and Heisenberg were saying that it is impossible. You cannot tell the momentum and position exactly. And Einstein was against it. Till last breath of his life, Einstein himself researched on the same topic, but he was not able to reach a conclusive theory. So now it has been proved that yeah, this uncertainty will be there, and it has been proved by the backing of proper mathematical derivations. You cannot derive it. Okay, you cannot guess what is maybe the exact position and exact momentum of a particle. Yeah, and there are several other aspects. This I am telling you in the very rudimentary form, so that you can understand. For that you should know theory of relativity. Go and read theory of relativity. No, search it from Google and read it, not from your textbook. They don't even give you 1%. Yeah, theory of relativity and then theory of quantum physics. Read this. This is more than MSc level. How to tell you these things? They require. But you should try it on your own. And you will be amazed. Einstein said, and it is mentioned also in the SC Verma, that there is a place. Okay, what we say is that what is the maximum speed? What is the maximum speed? Light. Electromagnetic waves 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. So Einstein said there is a place where many particles are there, and each particle is traveling with respect to another particle with the speed greater than the speed of the light. So every particle is having a speed which is greater than the speed of light. So this speed is not the supremest speed. Okay? And in that space, without the cause, he denied or defied Newton's law, that is, for every action there will be a first action will be there, then reaction will occur. So he said, without action, reactions will occur there. Without cause, effect will be produced. No, there is a place. He said it is confirmed. It is not agar aisa hoga. If there would have been, no. There is. And in that place, things are done without even the cause of it. You will pass the examination without even writing it. Take it in this way. So things are done in that way. There is that place. So some cultural idea that people say of Jannat Swarg and all that, where when you think of something and things are done. So mythology, they relate it with mythology. But that's what Einstein said. There is a place.
पर ऐसे theoretically मतलब कहते हैं कि लाइट की स्पीड पे टाइम रुक जाता है तो फिर उसका एक्सीड करेंगे तो टाइम
No, that's not theoretical.
So
it's not theoretical. See, what are the dimensions, basic dimensions? M and T. Can you change mass of a body? Even a child knows how to change. Yes or no? Can you change length of a body? Yes, you can reduce it, you can increase it. When you heat a body gets elongated, length can be altered, right? Can you change the time? Can we move backwards or forward? Now we are not able to do this. But if these two can change, then this can also change. But we don't know how to change.
बट ये भी तो होता है ना कि अगर किसी ऐसा ऑब्जेक्ट के पास जाए जिसका मास बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम स्लो होगा
No, it's not like that. The theory is that if you will travel with the speed, if you, let's say you have a, what you have? You have a brother or a sister, okay, and you go on a spaceship and you travel with the speed of light, and after 10 years when you will return, so your brother or sister whosoever will have grandkids at that time, and you will be just 10 years more to the age when you live. So in each and every dimension time has different meaning. Anyway, I should not scare you guys. Yeah, coming back to the topic. So, you have to show that these two vectors are parallel.
So अगर the cross product 0 का तो क्या होगा?
Well done.
How? What you did?
That their cross product is coming to be 0.
Very good. Find out, show me, everyone. सोया ऋषि क्यों देख रही हो वरांशी अंजना पूजिता दंश शीतल श्री
आगे ट्रैवलिंग
तुम्हारा नहीं हो रहा है कुछ भी अभी तक किसी दिन okay fine let's move on to forces I hope you have done it do you want me to solve it okay I J K I is 1 3 J is minus 1 minus 3 it is 2 6 do A cross B so A cross B it is I cap hide I 6 into minus 1 will be minus 6 minus 3 into 2 will be minus 6 but you have to write it with minus sign so it will become plus 6 minus J cap add this 6 ones are 6 3 twos are 6 6 minus 6 plus K cap hide this minus 3 into 1 minus 3 and minus 3 into minus 1 minus 3 but you have to write it with minus sign so plus 3 minus 3 plus 3 cancelled minus 6 plus 6 cancelled plus 6 minus 6 cancelled you get a 0 so since cross product of two vectors is 0 that means angle between them is 0 and that means vectors are parallel moving on to forces name of the chapter is Newton's laws of motion but we are going to start with forces okay and after doing few things we will reach to Newton's laws of motion okay okay now please see forces can be classified into three categories first of all what is a force so basic definition of class 7th 8th push or pull or twist is a force so if I push you it is a force if I pull you it is a force okay if I take your hand and I twist it it is a force okay so push pull and twist all are forces now forces can be classified into three categories what are they
contact or non-contact
okay I said three categories
don't know what are they.
Disha field force contact force and hinge force field force contact force yes Reshma good and hinge force what is field force have you seen magnets so if you bring magnets close to each other what will happen they will attract or repel if you will bring magnet close to iron what will happen it will attract it will get attracted to iron or it will get repelled from the iron okay IRON we call it iron R is silent now do you need to touch the magnet with the iron
No.
or do you need to touch the magnet with another magnet for the forces to act no you don't without even the contact they are exerting their effect on each other right you do not need to touch them fine Now such type of forces which do not require physical contact are known as field force. You can take the examples. Examples are magnetic force,
So gravitation.
electrostatic force. Yeah, who was saying something?
Gravitation.
Let me ask you. You have weight? So with weight, what is weight? It is a force with which Earth is pulling you towards its center. Yes or no? So will gravitation be a contact? Sorry, will gravitation be a field force or not, Varanshi? It will be a field force. Why? When you stand on the Earth, then only the weight acts downward.
अगर star और planet है तो that's when you get magnetized.
Weight is the field force or not? Gravitation is the field force or not? It requires contact or not?
सर अगर हम
It is field force. How?
सर अगर हम ऐसे करके पेंस गिराएंगे तो obviously it will fall down.
Suppose this is a tree and apple is hanging on a tree. So is its weight acting downwards or not? It is not in the contact of Earth, still its weight is acting in the downward direction. So gravitation is also a field force. No contact is required. Please note it down. Note it down, note it down. Done. Now contact forces. Yeah, which require contact. There has to be contact. Yeah. If I want to punch Disha, I will have to touch her. Contact has to be established, right? So forces which require contact. Examples?
The friction.
Yeah, friction. Good.
Normal also.
For example, you can write frictional force. Okay. Normal reaction. Now, what is normal reaction? You will see. First, write this down. Done? Done? Okay. Nikita, you are sitting on a chair, so you are exerting the weight in the downward direction. So why aren't you falling down? I am standing on this floor. I am exerting force in the downward direction. So I should go inside the ground, but I am not going inside the ground. Why? Because if we remember the first law of Newton, I have not done it till now, but you have read it hundred of times. Yes or no? First law, that body, if you apply a force on a body, then body continues in that direction, right? A body continues to be in a state of rest or of motion in a straight line until it is acted by an external force, right? So, if I am applying force in a particular direction, so I should continue in that direction, but still I am not going down the earth. I am still standing on the earth. You all are standing or sitting on the earth. We are not going down. Why? That means that if we are applying force on the earth, then there must be some force that earth or any object on which we are sitting or standing, that object should apply some force on us. And these force should be equal and opposite. force applied by us is balanced by this opposite force? Okay, suppose I am pulling you, Zoya, from your hand, and Dave is also pulling you from your hand. One hand I am pulling, one hand Dave is pulling. And we both are applying, let's imagine, same amount of force. So what will happen? You will stay at the same position. You won't move. Yes or no? So that's what is happening with us. We are applying force in the downward direction, but it is getting balanced by a counter force acting in the upward direction. This counter force is known as normal reaction. Suppose there are two blocks. A and B. Yes or no? So what's going to happen? A is going to apply its weight in the downward direction. Let's write it weight of A. But A is not going down, it is staying at its place. That means B is applying some force in the upward direction known as N. N means normal reaction. And since A is neither moving up nor it is going down, that means this N and weight should be equal. Yes or no? N should be equivalent to the weight. Like ulti disha. It is acting in the opposite direction and it is equal to the weight. That is why body is not going in the downward direction nor is it moving in the upward direction. उल्टी डायरेक्शन में लग रहा है, उल्टी दिशा में लग रहा है, तभी तो बैलेंस कर रहा है, वरना फिर बॉडी को ऊपर चले जाना चाहिए था अगर n की वैल्यू ज्यादा होती, और वरना बॉडी को नीचे चला जाना चाहिए था अगर n जैसी कोई चीज ना होती. Right? So both the forces are counter forces that are balancing out each other. Okay. So what is this N known as? This N is known as normal reaction. Am I clear or not? Yes, sir. Yes, guys. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened, Shri? You are upset?
No, sir. I got like paper.
Oh, fever.
I got it.
Done. Noted. Now please see, if I talk about body A, a block A, and if I draw all the forces acting on block A, then what will happen? Please see. Its weight is acting in the downward direction and a normal reaction due to B is acting in the upward direction. Right? If I talk about B, please see, then what will happen in B? Can I say that a normal reaction NB is acting in the downward direction and weight of B is also acting in the downward direction?
Sir, can't you say that ground is...
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, A was kept over B. So A is applying its weight on B. But I told you that weight is equal to NB. Yes or no? Normal reaction. So A is exerting force on B. So instead of writing it as the weight of A, I have written it normal reaction of B. Because they both were equal.
नहीं opposite होना चाहिए. हाँ.
B पर जो फेयर फोर्स लग रहा होगा, आप किसी के ऊपर बैठ जाओ तो आप उस पर फोर्स किधर लगा रहे हो? उस पर क्या फोर्स लग रहे होंगे? आपका फोर्स लग रहा होगा उस पर नीचे की तरफ और उसका खुद का वेट लग रहा होगा नीचे की तरफ. तो या तो मैं कह दूं आपका वेट लग रहा है उस पर, या फिर मैं कह दूं जिस नॉर्मल रिएक्शन से वो आपको ऊपर पुश कर रहा था वही उस पे लग रहा है नीचे की तरफ. आप कुर्सी पे बैठे हुए हो तो कुर्सी आप पे नॉर्मल रिएक्शन लगा रही है. अगर मैं बेचारी कुर्सी की बात करूं तो कुर्सी पे क्या क्या फोर्सेस लग रहे हैं? कुर्सी का खुद का वेट लग रहा है नीचे की तरफ, प्लस आपका जो वेट है वो भी कुर्सी पे लग रहा है। तो मैंने कह दिया भाई आपका वेट कुर्सी पे लगने की जगह मैं ये कह दूं कि कुर्सी जिस फोर्स से आपको ऊपर पुश कर रही थी वही फोर्स कुर्सी पे लग रही है नीचे की तरफ। तो क्या मैं कुछ गलत कह रहा हूं? गेटिंग माय पॉइंट और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right? Now these two forces are balanced by this Dharti Mata, this ground. It is applying the force, again a normal reaction applied by ground in the upward direction. Okay? Fine? Please note it. Now this representation, this separate representation of the bodies, taking it out from the figure and drawing the forces on the body, this is known as free body diagram. Nikita, you are feeling a little sleepy, huh? You are trying to overcome it. It is free body diagram. Thank God it's physics class. If it would have been some other class, you would have slept by now. Free body diagram. This representation of all the forces on the body is known as free body diagram. Okay. Noted, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, please see. Attachment to another body. I remembered a girl. No, not in that sense, my student Noor. When I said, how can a body be attached to another body? So she told me, sir, by Fevikwik. So that was her response. Yes, the attachment to some other body. Okay, I will ask technical team to make me human again, Shri. Okay. Please see. Now, how can a body be attached to another body? Apart from Fevikwik and Fevicol. And yeah, we are not dealing with human emotions also. Physics. How can we attach one body to another? हाँ, फोर्स लगा के कैसे अटैच हो जाएगा? मैं आपको धक्का मारूंगा तो कैसे अटैच हो जाओगे?
अरे पर
String.
So through spring.
Spring and string. Yes or no? If you tie two bodies via string attached, or you use a spring again attached, everything is very simple. It is in front of your eyes. Okay. So these two are the procedures. String we are going to cover in forces in detail. We will do many problems. At least 100 or 200 problems in forces we will do. So this we will cover here.
एग्जाम में कितने आते हैं?
This we will cover so that you can solve that problem that comes in the exam. We will do this much problems. Okay, and this spring we will do in work power energy. There are many problems of springs. Okay. So in forces we will cover all sorts of problems that you have heard of, tied to a string, tied to a pulley, monkeys climbing over a pulley and all those things, all those what you call it out of context also things, we will do it. Okay. We will do everything. So first of all let's talk about a string. Write down few points regarding the string. First, let me give you an example. Suppose, hello, look here. There are two masses, m1 and m2. And you give an acceleration, let's say a to m2. Same string as you can see. So what will be the acceleration on M1. Two.
So will it be force by m1 upon m2?
Come again.
Like we have to find acceleration, so we can take f by m1 plus m2.
Okay.
At A.
Good.
Sir, A.
Yeah. Okay. Good. See, acceleration on M1 will be A. But when will it be A? When will the acceleration on M1 be A? So write down. If the string is inextensible, inextensible means it cannot be stretched. Okay, it's not like a chewing gum that you can stretch. Okay, it's inextensible. Okay, the magnitude of acceleration, on any number of masses, attached to the string is same. So see here guys, if I attach 10 more masses, M3, M4 and so on, same string, keep on attaching how many masses you want. Just the condition is if your string is inextensible, then acceleration on all the masses will be same. Okay. So in the questions it is given that string is inextensible. So that's the meaning, that whatever will be the acceleration on the first mass, same will be the acceleration on all other masses. Understood? Now there is a force known as tension force. What is tension force? Tension. What is tension? That we get when we solve the questions. What is tension? Suppose there is a rope, a string, okay, and rope is lying there, just sitting on the. Good. So rope is just lying on the table, sitting on the table. Now you pick up the rope and see it. You will find it very loose. Okay. Now, if Dave is pulling the rope from one end and I am pulling it from another end, we are playing tug of war. Okay. Now, if you come and touch the rope from the center, what will you observe? It is very tight. Yes or no? No, very tight. Can you imagine it or not? Hello. Tie a rope to the wall, pull it, and then touch it. It is tight. Leave it. It is soft. Okay, loose. So why is your rope getting tight? Because since when you are applying force on the rope, so rope is also applying a force in the opposite direction to resist your force. Rope is applying the force in the opposite direction to resist your force given by the elasticity. Anyway, not going there. It is trying to overcome the force that you have applied. It is trying to protect itself in the simple language. Okay. So it is applying force in the opposite direction. There was a scientist, and England won Second World War. A lot of credit goes to that scientist, Alan Turing. Heard? So he said that there is no such thing as non-living. Everything is living. Everything. This chair is living, this bottle is living, everything is living. Machines are living. They communicate with each other in a language that we do not understand. But they all are living. And his theory was very relevant, A great mind of his time. But he was killed by the state. Government executed him. Anyway, so it should be inextensible. Imitation games. If it is inextensible, then acceleration applied will be same. Fine. And I have told you what tension force is. The force that rope is going to apply against the force that you have applied. That is tensional force. And when I am talking about the force that rope is going to apply, so please see, this is my rope. Hello. You are applying force in this direction. So this portion of rope will try to oppose you. So it will apply force in this direction called tension. Now, when this force is applied in this direction, then this portion of rope will oppose this tension. Because this, what will this portion feel? It will feel that force is applied towards it. So it will try to protect itself. Now it will apply force in this direction, tension. When force is applied in this direction, this portion will feel stressed. So it will apply force in the opposite direction. Okay. So every portion of the rope is applying the force. So we won't go into that much detail. It is beyond your syllabus. Okay. So we will say a simple force is acting in opposite of the force applied by you, and this force is tensional force. Okay. So we will talk about it tomorrow.